good night and good luck.
Things in life are bad, they can really make you sad.
The final goodbye from the KPSI studio in Palm Springs. This was the last broadcast for KPSI AM 920 and KWXY AM 1340. These two stations were the longest-running radio stations in the desert and have been providing local talk radio and music for decades. DJs and journalists gathered together for this final day to share stories of the good times and still engage in enlightening conversation.
Once radio stations start live streaming video,
people will stop listening.
They're not, well, I don't know that they'll stop listening, but it's not the same thing. It's not radio anymore. And I think maybe it's the imagination that is required to think about the person on
what the person looks like, or yeah.
And we don't know what you look like, but we want to know your name and town, please.
Oh, it's Jay in Palm Springs.
This is Mary.
Hi, Mary.
Like a family reunion.
Viewers called in to say thank you.
You know, it's a sad day. I've been listening for 25 years, so.
The stations are owned by Rick and Rosine Supple, who also own Camelot Theaters in Palm Springs. They're in their 90s and shut down the station to get out of the radio business.
It's just been a really sweet day and kind of a nice send-off and a thank you to the Supples, who, Rick and Rosine, who brought this station to its founding and gave it to this valley for decades, and today's the last day of it, so it's bittersweet.
I've never worked for finer people than the Supples, Rick and Rosine Supple. I worked for KDES for 15 years, and I had more fun than I'm allowed to tell you about.
The radio industry is changing, and many locally owned stations are powering down or selling to major corporations.
Radio's gotten so consolidated since the Telecom Act in '96 that it makes it tough for local operators to survive. It's very expensive to even just have a small news department, so it's going to be tough in the future, but it's a great thing for the community.
The majority of these people are former DJs, engineers, and management, and they work in other stations outside of the desert, but some are out of a job, either looking forward to retirement or changing the dial to the next station in their life.
Thanks for the memories, Rick and Rosie.